What's going on, Subway surfers? We're back on the surface today, exploring some of Simcoe County's lost VIA rail stations. While VIA trains continue to stop in Simcoe County today en route to Vancouver, there were previously 4 additional stations located throughout the region, with service VIA trains running across the province and the country. Today, we visit these 4 stations to see if any traces remain since their closure, and we'll explore their history as well as what we found. I'm Zach with Vanish Underground, and let's get started. The first station on our list is Barrie, located at the intersection of Lakeshore Drive and Tiffin Street. Originally serviced by CN commuter and intercity trains, the route was taken over by VIA Rail in 1978. For commuter service, one southbound trip was operated on weekday mornings from Barrie to Union, followed by one northbound trip returning to Barrie in the afternoon. Travel time from Barrie to Union was 95 minutes, with the southbound train departing the station at 6:45 a.m. on weekdays, and the northbound train arriving at 6:50 p.m. Trains between Toronto and North Bay also stopped in Barrie, with the northbound train departing Barrie at 8:23 p.m. on Fridays and Sundays, beginning in 1979. Transcontinental trains on the Supercontinental began servicing Barrie daily in 1979. The Canadian replaced the Supercontinental in November 1981, which stopped northbound at 1:40 a.m. and southbound at 5:23 a.m. daily. Ontario Northland trains also stopped at this station, with a northbound departure to Timmins departing at 1:47 p.m. 6 days per week. The station building remained on site but was closed down and fell into disrepair while VIA was servicing the station. Commuter service between Toronto and Barrie was discontinued in 1982, with GO opting not to service the station until 1990. Just before the arrival of GO service, budget cuts saw the cancellation of the twice-weekly Toronto to North Bay train, as well as the reduction of the Toronto to Vancouver train to only 3 days per week. In 1992, Ontario Northland service was discontinued at Barrie, with northbound trains now following the southbound route along the east side of Lake Simcoe. VIA service continued until 1996, when the tracks north of the station were abandoned, forcing VIA to reroute service to the opposite side of the lake. Today, the station building has been restored to its original state, with plans to construct a new city bus terminal nearby on the site. GO trains also service a newly constructed platform just south of the former station, with traces of the old VIA platform still visible. The second station on our list is Bradford, located at the intersection of Bridge Street and Doucette Street. Originally serviced by CN commuter trains, the route was taken over by VIA Rail in 1978. One southbound trip was operated on weekday mornings from Barrie to Union, followed by one northbound trip returning to Barrie in the afternoon. Travel time from Bradford to Union was 69 minutes, with the southbound train departing the station at 7:11 a.m. on weekdays, and the northbound train arriving at 6:25 p.m. The station building remained operational on the site, having originally been constructed around 1900. VIA trains serviced the station for only 4 years, until GO Transit took over service in September 1982. With this change, trains servicing the stop were cut back south to end at the station, with train frequency remaining the same for many years after GO's takeover. Very little evidence remains at the station of the former VIA service, with a new platform being extended to accommodate longer GO trains, and a small layover yard being constructed on the station property. The station building remains in place and in use today, with traces of the original platform still visible. The third station on our list is Lefroy, located along the south side of Clarny Beach Road, between 20th Side Road and Award Street in Innisfil. Originally serviced by CN commuter trains, the route was taken over by VIA Rail in 1978. One southbound trip was operated on weekday mornings from Barrie to Union, followed by one northbound trip returning to Barrie in the afternoon. Travel time from Lefroy to Union was 80 minutes, with the southbound train departing the station at 7 a.m. on weekdays, and the northbound train arriving at 6:36 p.m. VIA trains serviced the station for only 4 years, until GO Transit took over service in September 1982. With this change, trains servicing the stop were cut back south to Bradford, and all train service at Lefroy was discontinued. Very little evidence remains at the station of the former Via service, with the platform and station building having been demolished. While GO Transit currently has plans to build a new station in Innisfil, the location selected is 3 kilometers north at 6th Line, meaning that there are currently no plans for the old Lefroy station site. Fourth on our list is Aurelia, located along Front Street South between Colburn Street and Atherley Road. Originally serviced by CN Intercity trains, the route was taken over by Via Rail in 1978. Service at the station consisted of a daily train between Toronto and Vancouver. A twice-weekly train from Toronto to North Bay also stopped at the station on Friday and Sunday, departing the stop at 8:53 p.m. Ontario Northland trains service the station, with a northbound trip to Timmins departing at 2:15 p.m. 6 days per week. The station building was originally constructed in 1917, with a station platform and ample parking provided. Budget cuts in 1990 saw the twice-weekly train to North Bay get discontinued, and frequency on the train between Toronto and Vancouver reduced to 3 days per week. Ontario Northland trains continued to service the station until 1992, when northbound trains were changed to follow the southbound trains on the east side of Lake Simcoe. Via trains to Vancouver continued to stop in Aurelia until 1996, when the track owners, Canadian National, applied to abandon the line between Barrie and Washego, the next station north on the line. Today, the station building remains largely intact, with the platform still visible, and the building being used as a tourist information centre. After train service withdrew, Ontario Northland buses continued to use the station as a bus stop until January 2021, when they will be relocated to a new location. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the history of Via Rail in Simcoe County. If you haven't already, be sure to check out our video on the complete evolution of the Via Rail network, which you'll be able to access by clicking the button in the top right corner of this video. If you have any questions or we got anything wrong, leave us a comment down below and we'll be sure to get back to you. Feel free to leave a like if you want to see more. And as for us here, we'll be vanishing underground until the next one.